How's it going, everyone? And as always, welcome back to Continues to Tick. When the moment arrives, and you no longer can walk forward, friends, what at that moment will you say to yourself? I made it, or I let this moment in this life slip through my hands, never taking advantage fully of the opportunity I was given. What then? No choice but to accept the present outcome, a mediocre one, with so much potential left behind, smeared on the table, lost only to hope and false expectations, wrapped in a bow of it wouldn't have been possible anyways, or those outcomes aren't for me. The line between the two is thin, but it runs deep. So deep we often get stuck in what it means to be complacent in this life. Look around you. The most common thing in this life is an average individual with average results who is consistently not getting what they actually want and actually hope for, getting instead an outcome that is different to their actual desires, but wishing always for a better one. Because the reality is, friends, no one wakes up today or tomorrow asking to be more broke, less physically fit, with more relationship problems, and less love, less internal peace. That is pain, friends. Painful. You can't tell me it's not. You see people walking around drowning in this pain all day long and wondering why they don't feel good. So my query is how, friends? How can it be that we continue to hope for a different outcome each day but are given the same one over and over and over again? Well, first it takes ownership, and I want this to be very clear. We are the way we are, often not due to ourselves. This life can be cruel and ruthless, and the cards we are dealt are the cards we are dealt. We have no control over that. That is fact. But also, a fact is, if we stay the same in our current situation, once we identified we have a problem, choosing every day not to move, but to stay in our mess of a life we're unhappy with, that is actually then at that point our fault. I used to not always see it this way. It wasn't until it finally clicked for me, and I clarified my vision, dove deep internally within myself to work on complete personal growth in all areas of my life, that I realized how much in pain every day we all live with, and how hurtful that is to us and to those around us that pay witness. It's a vicious cycle. For example, I can believe to work so hard every day, stay consistent with work, with working out, with trying to get money, trying to build a life I desire. But if I fail to provide results from this labor, fail to actually gain traction, I fail to emulate that an outcome worked for is an outcome earned. And if I fail to show a positive result through this, I can't have this belief that it only impacts myself. No. This impacts and affects those around you as well. Because every day, those you love around you they see how much effort it takes just for the opportunity to win, and still not even win. So why bother? Why should we even and ever try? When, friends, it isn't this way. Often when we feel we work so hard for something, and we see no results or traction, we've reached a stage of complacency, and we need to change. Create once again a new intention. What I realized for myself, friends, is that it's simply not enough to be consistent. That is only at the start. Consistency will eventually turn naturally into complacency, and it is at that moment you need to once again evaluate, make adjustments in order to continue to grow to your desired results. Push yourself, friends, because if it was up to life, if life were a person, they'd be just fine with you staying where you're at, the same until the end. But we know deep down in ourselves that is not what we want. we want to be significant. We must choose to be significant because we are. What I can't fathom through this is how is it that so many people choose to live in pain every single day? Maybe most don't even realize it, plagued by everything that brings them pain to begin with, and stay there, plagued by the inability to obtain money despite working hard for it, plagued by being unhappy with their body but making no changes, plagued by desiring love but not having it, as first they don't even love themselves. And this is the thing about love. You'll only ever be able to love and receive love at the same level at which you provide it to yourself. But like with all of this, you have to take care of yourself first. You need to make sure you're at the optimal level if you truly want to receive the outcome in all areas of your life. Because only then will you be able to comprehend what it took. Then use that same level or effort of knowledge to be your best self to help others heal from their own pain, just as you helped yourself heal from yours. And along this same token, given that we aren't perfect, nor will we ever be, the path to reach our optimal self is lifelong. The point is to never reach it, as it should always change, as it should be. We should never want to stop growing. But why is it always so hard to get out of our own way, friends? That is complacency. Complacency by definition is a feeling of calm satisfaction with your own abilities or situation that prevents you from trying hard. So how, friends? How is it that we are, the majority of us, okay with being average, staying the same person, or only growing minimally? This life may seem long. I get that. It may seem we have ample time. I get that too. But I hope you can see that from the people before us, the easiest route is the one we lose track of and say we never did what we hoped for. And it's not even about being regretful, because often we aren't. It's about trying to better yourself for the world and those you care for around you. Because an honest moment is realizing that because you didn't reach your potential, you also didn't show it was possible to those around you. And because of that, they have also less of a chance of hitting theirs. And in that situation, now it's not just you who stayed the same. You see, success demands attention. But first, friends, you must make it attractive. Are you doing that? And as always, making our way forward with the video, we're now back in the Jesse's cash flow portfolio. It's my financial portfolio. In addition to the deep video topic, I always show my progress, and I continue to show my progress on my financial pillar. It's just one of the many pillars of personal growth. But this does happen to be my dividend portfolio as well, purely a dividend play. But I will say, friends, the markets have been a bloodbath. Somehow, some way, on my all-time chart here, I'm still in the green, barely hanging on by the thread of my dividends. As you can see here, I'll show you here in a second. But overall, in the portfolio, we're now at $57,194.54. And like I said, just showing you here a little closer, you can see I do have a 1.28% return, which equates to a total gain of $374.15. And if you look right under this, you can see my earned dividends amount is $2,162.90 all time. But my market gain, or should I say my market loss for the portfolio all time, is $1,788.75. So literally, my portfolio is only in the green because I'm a dividend investor. And these are the moments we wait for, right? These are the moments that, if you are a dividend investor, this is the moment why you became one, for these market downfalls. And it's not even a downturn, this is a market downfall. There's no pretty way to slice it. And honestly, for me, I reevaluated my play, but that's because I'm trying to actually purchase a house in this market downfall, maybe within the next 5 years or so. But once I gathered some cash, I'll go back to my original strategy, which, if you've been here for a while, has been to invest $500 every single week into this portfolio. And currently, I'm only investing $100. And you're going to notice that with these dips, I'm not really pushing back as much as I used to. So I'm going to be feeling these dips a lot more in this portfolio. But just to show you here, because I'm sure you can relate This is my last month's performance, down $5,874, almost 10%. And for the week, down 4.13%, or minus $2,461. But here we are, in the last year, down 8.81%, minus $4,377.98. But the nice thing about being a dividend investor is you do get paid dividends regardless of how the market actually performs, especially on the short term, maybe the long term. But the idea is you've invested into blue chip companies that are proven, time tested, and they've been through this before. And just like if you have experience being through something before, it's not your first time. So these companies, these blue chip companies, they survive it all. And as a dividend investor, this is the peace of mind you can rely on in moments like these. But starting here on September 21st, I got paid by my first high dividend ETF, $62.43. It's the SPYD if you're curious. And then on the next day, I got paid by VIG ETF, $28.92. And then on that same day, we had the funnel of these dividends, which is a large amount of $72.19. And then on September 23rd, we got paid more dividends by Lockheed Martin Corp, and then also by Waste Management, $1.89. And here it is, our new strategy. It continues to pave the path forward. It's $100 every single week, so about $400 a month. And we continue to make progress, just a little slower than we were once before. But maybe this is a little bit more relatable, I don't know. But it's the strategy that I'm going with. So we'll see how it continues to play over time. But as you see this $100 going into my dividends here, I did put $400 into my savings at the same time. And we're slowly building up a cash reserve to eventually get into the real estate game. And then here we are on the same day with the funnel of $28.90 of a snowball going back into the portfolio along with the $100 deposit. And so that's going to be it for this week's video, friends. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. I have been making some changes to the channel. I mean, the videos are still the same, but if you watched the video and a couple of my videos before, the thumbnail is clearly different, but I feel like it aligns more so with the idea that I kind of have for this channel, which is to have deep topic videos / introductions in the beginning that kind of just make you think. I do like storytelling, and that's kind of how I have been starting my videos for some time now. But all in all, I wish you guys well in these markets. I know they're hard to watch, but just stay positive in your investment strategy. If you're feeling a little doubtful, it's okay to think about making adjustments. But if you're a pure dividend player, just know that this is what you started your portfolio for, and this is when they actually shine, as a lot of people will move into dividends in these type of markets. So to all of us, good luck. And with that being said, we've made it through 7 days, and because of that, we have a high chance of making it through another 7. And as always, I'll see you then, and as always, take care.